Hi, I'm VOA National Correspondent Jim Malone with a look at the latest in the U.S. presidential race. A big night for Donald Trump with his win in the Indiana primary. That makes Trump now the presumptive nominee. His main rival, Ted Cruz, has left the race. Trump now has to go about the business of healing up the Republican Party and winning over some skeptical Republicans who believe he could be a loser in the fall campaign against the Democrats, most likely the Democratic nominee to be Hillary Clinton. Now, speaking of Hillary Clinton, she has some work of her own to do. Bernie Sanders won in Indiana. It doesn't mean he has a real mathematical chance of overtaking Clinton to win the Democratic nomination, but it will make Clinton's life difficult for the next several weeks. She wants to sew up the Democratic nomination and move on to talk about Donald Trump. And speaking of moving on, eventually we're going to get to a point where it's going to be a Clinton-Trump matchup. It's going to be a very negative campaign. I would say both candidates go into the race with sort of negatives about them, but Trump's negatives right now are much bigger than Clinton's. So Clinton has a lead in the polls, if you look at the national polls, and it's going to come down to which candidate is able to depict the other as the most negative or threatening candidate. Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a very bumpy ride between now and the November election.